I'm back. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Chidera. I'm a lifestyle / comedic YouTuber, so you can just subscribe. What am I saying? Subscribe. And yes, you can just subscribe to follow me in this journey of self-discovery, I guess. Okay, and then if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming. Thank you for always tuning in. Thank you for always coming back. Yeah, so let's get right into this video. Let me take a deep breath. I'll be turning 21 in less than 21 days, and I feel like this is going to help me to discover myself more, and I really hope it works because I've been having conflicting ideas about who I am, and I just hope that this helps me. Yeah, I've said so many and today I'm going to be exposing and expatiating and discovering myself at the same time. I'm going to be doing the Myerbriggs personality test. You must have seen it in the title. Okay, I have no idea who Myerbriggs is. Actually, what inspired me to do this personality test was the fact that I saw different people doing it, and they were like, okay, this would help me know who I really am more. And for someone like me that is always confused about life, always confused about who I am, I think this test is the one for me, because sometimes I feel like I'm an introvert, sometimes I feel like I'm an extrovert, sometimes I feel like I like these things, then the next day I don't like those things I used to like before. So I just feel like I have a conflicting personality inside of my head. So this is why I want to do a personality test. Let me even know who am I. So let's get right into this video. Who is Myerbriggs? Myerbriggs is a personality test, but then the person that discovered it is Isabel Myerbriggs, and they said this personality test came out in 1943, meaning it's been a long time coming, so I feel like it's authentic. So let's just try it out. Let's see if it's true or not. I'm going to click on the link right now, and they said this has 100 questions, so please don't log out. Let's just read the 100. Get maybe the 100th one will be like a juicy question, and I know you guys like juicy questions. The first one is, you regularly make new friends. I kind of disagree, so I'm just going to put it here. I'm not the friend person. If I'm in a place, I'd rather just be alone than make friends. Honestly, I don't even like making new friends. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. This is not so true, because I just like to, stick with what I know. I don't like finding out new things. Like, I'm not that type of person that wants to do research. So I'm going to put it as slightly agree. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. I'm going to put it as slightly disagree too, because I don't feel like crying. It depends on whatever they are crying for. I know when my grandpa died, I did not cry. I was even laughing. Like, not laughing, but I was smiling, because yes, he's old. But when I now saw my cousins crying on the burial day, small tears just came out. Like, I feel like it's only during burials and deaths that someone crying can make me feel like crying. If not, nah. They often make a backup plan for a backup plan. I don't know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, so I'm just going to leave it at the middle. Usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. I agree, because most times I face a lot of pressure, but I'll just use music or movies to relax myself. So I agree. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Strongly agree. I don't like making new friends, so this one is for me. I just like being with the people I already know. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. I kind of agree. So yeah, I agree. I like finishing something before jumping on to the next one, but most times it doesn't work out that way for some reasons I can't control. You are very sentimental. What is sentimental? Sentimental, I don't know. I'm just going to put it at the middle, because I really do not understand this question so well. I am sentimental in some cases, but in other cases, I just do my thing the way I want. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. I am not the person that likes to do schedules and lists. It's not my thing. I don't have a journal, I don't have all those things, but sometimes I try. So I'm not going to put it as strongly disagree. I'm just going to put it as disagree. I just organize it in my head. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall ability and knowledge. I kind of agree. I've had situations where I make a mistake, then I'll now start doubting myself, but I'm not going to strongly agree, so let's just leave it at this. I'm not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works. I strongly agree. Anything that has to do with discussing about books, I'm not doing that. Usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. If I plan daily routines, I don't usually follow it. And yes, I'm going to make a video where I'm going to follow a particular person's daily routine, and let's see how that is going to work for me. So just stay tuned and subscribe so that whenever I do that shit, to know, because I'm not a daily routine person. I like to be spontaneous. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. That was then. I used to worry about first impressions, but now I really do not mind. So I'm going to slightly agree. You enjoy participating in group activities. I disagree. I don't like I don't even like all these study groups and all that, but sometimes I have to do it for school. But if it's about groups, that's not my thing. I like doing things solo, alone, on my own. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. I disagree. Why are you telling me what's going to happen? If I can predict the ending, I'm not going to watch that movie. I love suspense. If I'm watching a movie and you're beside me and you tell me the end, nah, that is the end. I am not watching that film again. I mean, I'll watch it, but I will not find it interesting again. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. This question is tricky because I feel like most times when I help people to accomplish something in their life and I am still like backsliding, especially if I'm in the same field of work or interest, then I won't like feel so good about it. But if I help someone to accomplish something and the person is not in my field or interest, I'll be very happy. Or if I help somebody to accomplish something and then the person is doing good and I am also doing good as well, then yes, I'll be very happy too. You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. I strongly agree. I'm interested in so many freaking things. So many things. I'm interested in drawing, I'm interested in designing, I'm interested in filmmaking, I'm interested in acting. I don't even know what to do next. So I just go with the flow of which one I am more comfortable with doing at that spot. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. I kind of disagree. As far as I put in my strength to it and I struggle, I don't worry that things will take a turn for the worse. I avoid leadership roles in group settings. Yes, I don't like being a leader because I know anytime I'm in a leadership position, I like to like go all out and do things for people. But I try to run away from it because I don't used to have strength. I'm definitely not an artistic type of person. No, I disagree. I am an artistic person. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings?
I feel like if people are being rational about every single thing, sometimes they won't really mind about what someone else feels. So I think it should be 50-50. 50% feelings, 50% rationality.
You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. I strongly agree. You enjoy watching people argue. Yes, I agree. I agree. But sometimes when it's getting like very severe, so I beg, we should stop arguing. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. I disagree because I like attention. Yes, your mood can change very quickly. I disagree. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. I disagree because I know I've worked with different people and I always have patience, but it has a limit. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. I strongly agree. I like doing assignments at the last possible moment. When they're telling us everybody submit, that's when I'm not starting my own. I've always been fascinated by the question of what if anything happens after death. I strongly agree. I get fascinated. What if there is something else beyond this life that we can't see? You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. I disagree. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Yes, I agree. I prefer the practical part of it. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. I think I'm going to start the middle. If your experience is very different from mine, I might not even relate to it very well to start having empathy for you. Usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. I agree. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. I agree. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. I kind of agree because in as much as I like to be on my own after a very long and exhausting week, sometimes I feel like parties and social gatherings are like a way to cool out. Do you enjoy going to art museum? I love art museums, but the only time I went to an art museum was probably like 12 years ago or something. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. I kind of agree and disagree. You like to have a to-do list for each day. No, I disagree. I don't like to-do lists because most times I don't even follow it. You rarely feel insecure. I disagree. I feel insecure at times when it has to do with something I'm in love with. You avoid making phone calls. Yes, I strongly agree. I don't like making phone calls. Often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. I disagree. If something is not in accordance with whatever I am doing, then most times I really don't even want to know about it, especially when it is something educational. In your social circles, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. Yes, I feel like among them, I'm the one that used to initiate activities, and they will all turn me down because they're not outgoing people. I think I have like introverts as friends. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. I agree. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. I kind of agree. because there's some mistakes that used to do me somehow in my chest, like chicky, like why did you do this? You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. I'm going to stay in the middle because sometimes I'm thinking about it and then sometimes I'm like, nah, I shouldn't think about this shit, man. Your emotions control you more than you control them. I kind of agree, because sometimes I will use my emotion but not my head. You take great care not to make people look bad even when it is completely their fault. I agree. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent effort. I'm going to kind of agree. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. The first people that come to mind are my family members. Yeah, they all think highly of me as per doctor. How long will it take for these people to get disappointed in me? What if I fuck up? What if I fuck up? What if I fuck up? I'm going to strongly agree. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. I agree. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. I strongly agree. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmosphere than quiet, intimate places. In as much as I like being in fun places, most times I'd rather just stay in quiet, intimate places. So I'm going to pick disagree. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. I kind of disagree. I have to hear the tone of your voice for me to know how you're feeling. You often feel overwhelmed. If things are like too much for me, I'll be like, you complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. I disagree. I'm very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. I disagree. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. I'm just going to start at the middle. I will not agree. I will not disagree. Imagine it's $10 billion. You want me to give $10 billion to somebody that needs it more. You struggle with deadlines. I agree, because I like to do things at the deadline day. You feel confident that things will work out for you. I strongly agree, and that is why I'm still doing this thing. Okay, so that is the end. Let them tell me what my personality type is. Loading. So they said I am virtuoso. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this well. Virtuosos are innovative and practical experimenters, masters of all kinds of tools. Okay, I think it's true. Then the next one is I am 25% extroverted and 75% introverted. This is nice. So that means I'm an introvert. Next one is energy. I am 30% intuitive and 70% observant. I am 53% thinking and 47% feeling. Tactics. I am 37% judging and 63% prospecting. This is true. Identity. 47% assertive and 53% turbulent. The end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you reach this point, then that means you should subscribe. Bye guys, and see you in my next video.